Never ask what's going to be in the future, because you will never know. Just do whatever you feel, and the results will come out. Mainly, the results will be very good. אל נבקש הכל לדעת, אל נסתכן לגבי המחר. יש לפעמים שסיבה לא נודעת, יש פעמים שנסתר הדבר, יש דברים נסתרים, לא נבין לא נדע, נעשה גם דברים שנראים בלי סיבה. לא צריך כל דבר לחקור ולשאול, לפעמים גם מותר לא לדעת הכל. אל נבקש סיבה לכל צער, אל נבקש לדעת כל סוד. יש לפעמים שסיבה לא נודעת, אל נתייאש, אל נפסיק לקוות. יש דברים נסתרים, לא נבין לא נדע, נעשה גם דברים שנראים בלי סיבה. לא צריך כל דבר לחקור ולשאול, לפעמים גם מותר לא לדעת הכל. We are really excited to be here with you, and it's a special event for us. Now it's the first time which I present my only book, 52 weeks of devotion, thoughts about the weekly Parsha, 50 weeks of devotion. יש בוודאי דברים שעשינו, ישנם כאלה לא מעטים, אם עדיין סיבה לכל זאת לא גילינו, אולי נגלה סיבתם בעתיד. יש דברים נסתרים, לא נבין לא נדע, נעשה גם דברים שנראים בלי סיבה. לא צריך כל דבר לחקור ולשאול, לפעמים גם מותר לא לדעת הכל. אל נבקש
תודה רבה. And that was a great introduction to Mati Seri. Thank you so much. And I apologize, I don't know your name.
His name?
Yeah.
The piano player?
Yes.
Well, his name is Arnon Friedman, and we have a surprise for you. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Arnon. Yeah.
Arnon, it's nice to meet you. Sorry, I was talking to you before. So I'm going to, after that wonderful introduction, I am going to do our basics. We are going to say thank you, both of you, Arnon and Mati Seri, for joining us on behalf of the American Sephardi Federation Institute of Jewish Experience. We are so excited to have you here today and to talk about your new book and to talk about you and to talk about a lot of things. So we're going to get started. I wanted to make sure we know we have people here from New York City, from Philadelphia, from Cleveland, from Princeton. Pretty much in the same neighborhood, though. We usually have some from around the world. So if you didn't yet put into the chat where you're from, please do. The chat is finally open. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning. The chat is open. The Q&A is open. Please keep in touch. I will be monitoring.
And our heart is open, and we are planning sooner or later to meet you all, because we are planning of having a book tour, and we'll be in New York, in Philadelphia, wherever, and we'd like to meet as many as people as we can, as many as communities that we can. And
so for those who don't know, I want to start by telling you that Mati Seri, in addition to being this wonderful singer that we just heard, is also an actor and a well-known singer across Israel and actually internationally. I just have to say, since we have an American audience here, he's also in Rambo 3. So that's just a little dig there. But in addition, he is well known for actual live theater in Israel as part of the National Theater and many other TV shows and movies. And I had too much to name here. Look him up, it's worth it. So I want to say this, but his newest endeavor, I don't know if it's his newest, is an interesting vlog where every week he records the Parsha, the weekly Torah portion, together with a song, and he created it into a book. And that's what we want to talk about today. But before we get into it, I gave a little of your professional background. Can you tell us a little bit about your personal background? Who are you? What's your heritage?
Well, as you heard, my name is Mati Seri Levi, and I was born in Jerusalem. I was raised, educated, and my home, was a religious education, but not Haredi, and not so strictly Orthodox. But the thing is that my father used to take me around all the synagogues around our neighborhood just to get used to the tones, to get used to the habits of any congregation. And this is why I really like the tones of all the different tones of the Sephardic, the Yemenite, and the Ashkenazic. And I know to sing and to pray in those various versions up to today. Let's take the Sephardic. You want to hear the Sephardic tone? Parashat Ha'azinu, yeah? Would you like? Parashat Ha'azinu. It just came before the high holidays, before Rosh Hashanah, and I remember I hear in the Bet Knesset, Ha'azinu hashamayim v'adabera, v'tishma haaretz imrei pi, ya'arov kamatar, likhi tizal katal imrati, אל אמונה ואין עוול צדיק וישר הוא. This is the Sephardic tone, and what I like most is the tone of the Haftarah, which always comes, as you know, after the reading the Parsha. And the tone of the blessing over the Haftarah, I really liked it. Like the Ashkenazic, they will say, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוקינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנביאים טובים ורצה בדבריהם הנאמרים באמת ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בתורה ובמשה עבדו ובישראל עמו ובנביאי האמת והצדק. Arnon, you should join me since it's your birthday, it's your bar mitzvah parasha today. Parashat Balak. And my tribe is Yemenite, and my father taught me. I didn't go to a rabbi or just, he taught me how to pray in the Yemenite version, the Yemenite tone. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bochar bנביאים טובים וערוסו בדבריהם הנאמרים באמת ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בתורה ובמשה עבדו וישראל עמו ובנביאי האמת והצדק. So, what else would you like to hear about my heritage? My heritage is spread all around.
That's, your personal family heritage is from Yemen, right?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
But I love that you bring it all together, and it's all
Because this is
part
the
of.
melting, the Israeli melting pot. You know, you cannot stick to your tribe. You have to, you communicate with, you know, all the society, and the society is Ashkenazic, Sephardic, Yemenite, whatever. Each one in his own tribe, each one in his own tone, his own habits. This is why I'm trying to communicate with everybody.
I want to make sure we say not a melting pot, but a mixing bowl. Because just like you can do the Yemenite and the Ashkenazi, and don't know if you can do Moroccan or something else, but you can, it's appreciating each of the different ones. But there's something that brings us all together, right? And that's the Torah. And that's what you decided
This
to
what unite.
focus
This
on.
what unite us. It doesn't matter the tone. It doesn't matter the habit. But the Torah is the how would I say it in English? Common denominator. Common denominator. It's so this is the common denominator between all the tribes, between all the tones. The Torah is one. This is the this is our source. This is our mythology, I would say.
And it doesn't matter if you read it before or you read it in the different tones or the different tunes. It's the same Torah.
As long you read it with your heart, it's okay.
So like we said, you came from acting and singing, and you came from this, I don't want to say a fake world, but a kind of a
fake world. No,
I don't want to say
I'll tell you that you know what the ammunition of an actor.
I know, I trained in it. Tell me.
It's the truth. It's his truth.
Explain.
Well, if I portrayed a certain character, I try to find the mutual tchunot, characters, which is in me with this character. So, and I use my own truth to portray the character. I'm not faking. Like if I have to, let's say if I have to cry on the stage, so I find what makes me cry, and I will cry. Really, I will cry. I wouldn't put on faces and something like that. Always, I'll search for the truth.
That's beautiful. And so now, tell me what made you write talk about the Parsha. What made you decide to do this vlog? I think it ties in there.
What do you mean about this Parsha? About
what made you decide to do, in general, talk about the Parsha from that world to the Parsha world?
Okay, this Parsha is Parashat Chukat. You know, many times we're trying to imagine how our funeral is going to be like, how it's going to look like. I mean, maybe some people will cry. Maybe some people will say, oh, thanks God, he's not with us anymore. And in this parasha, there is something very, very special. Aaron, the high priest, is in his own funeral. By God commands, he's been asked to climb to the top of the mountain with his priesthood clothes and his son and Moses. He took off his priesthood clothes, give it to his son. The Agadah said that he lay on a cave, closed his eyes, and just died. And Moses and Elazar, his son, used to kiss him over his two cheeks. And this, and from this ma'amad, we call it mitat neshika, a death, a kissing death. Yeah. In this parasha, Miriam, his sister, died as well. After she died, there is no water for Bnei Israel, and Moses himself is being punished because instead of talking to the rocks, he hit the rock, and this he got punished, and the punish is not to get into Eretz Israel, and it has many laws in this parasha that the only answer for why is this laws, why we have to obey to these laws, the only answer is because you have to obey to what's above you. I mean, to
God.
that's it.
And I'll tell you something interesting I heard this week from Rabbi Jonathan Sachs.
Yeah.
I mean, the reading is the two things you just talked about, tie them together. Because usually, Moshe had so much control. Why didn't he have control here? God told him to talk and he hit. And you just said he had two of the closest people in his life just die. And his mind wasn't there.
And you know what I'm thinking when we are talking about it? The karma of Moses, it's the speech, is his mouth. When he started his mission, so he told God that he cannot speak. He cannot speak because he was, mumbling, stuttering, whatever. He couldn't talk. And God told him that Aaron will be the spoker and you will be the God for Aaron. And what we are known, what now, Aaron, throughout all the Bible, he never say a word. Even when his two sons got died in two portions before, what's written is Vayidom Aaron, and Aaron was silenced. Except one sentence that we know of Aaron, after the Egel HaZahav, the golden calf. Yeah, he tell the Bnei Israel, Ele Elohecha Yisrael asher elucha me'eretz Mitzrayim. This is your God. I mean, you want to have a God made of gold? Here you have it. This is the only sentence in the whole Bible, but Aaron never spoke. We never heard any word from Aaron.
Interesting. And this is the one time that Moshe didn't talk, though.
By the way, Miriam, her karma is water. The first time she appears in the Bible, she stands by the river. What? In the Nile, to watch her brother, to watch Moses, what's going on, what will be with him, till Pharaoh's daughter came and took him out of the river, and then when they crossed Yam Suf, again she's by the water miracle. She took the drum and she started to sing, and her sign is the water. Aaron's sign is the silence, and Moses is the speech.
Interesting way to see it. So let's get into, I mean, that was already very powerful. This is the way you give your vlog, right?
Yeah.
Describe to us a little bit how you do your vlog.
Well, I auditioned to the Israeli television. I don't know how. I received a phone call if I'm interesting to audition to speak about the weekly portion, and I said I said, hey, I'm not the right person. I mean, I'm a guy who came from the beach with t-shirt and jeans. You should have a rabbi that he'll speak about the parasha. So they say, we want you exactly this what we want. We have enough rabbis. We have enough ultra-Orthodox. We'd like to have somebody who really came from the beach with a t-shirt and a jeans and give us some ideas the way you look at the parsha. So I asked them, why? Why do you think it's so good? It's so powerful? They say, well, we believe it will break the barrier between the parasha, the Torah, and the people who doesn't read the Torah, or doesn't read the parasha. It just make them closer and closer to the Torah. So I auditioned once, I auditioned twice, I've been accepted, and then I started to read every week a vlog, and at the Corona, I have nothing to do, nobody did anything. So I thought, how about if I'll just start it all over and try to summarize what I know about every portion. And as a matter of fact, it was before, it took me like 3.5 years to write it. And here I am again with my book, 52 weeks of devotion.
And you did it first in Hebrew.
Yes.
But then you felt it was necessary. Why do you think it was necessary to do it in English?
Because I'd like to meet as many as people, many congregations that I want to share my feelings, what I know with as much people as I can.
And what do you think is unique about the way you approach the Torah? What do you want to share?
I want to share my point of view. Of course, I read all the possible commentators, and I learned from them. It's not just only me. But at the end, I bring my own view to each parasha, the way I look at it.
Right, like you were just talking about Parashat Balak.
Parashat Balak, if I have to summarize it in one word, it's abracadabra. Abracadabra. Abracadabra, it's an Aramic word.
Mm-hmm.
If I'll try to translate it to Hebrew, is Evra ka'adabra. I create by what I say. And this was the Balak. He was a prophet that he could create a reality. And we know that the words has a power that could create everything. I mean, the world has been created by words. Vayomer Elohim yehi or. And then became the light. And then God say, and God says, and God says. And all the world has been created by words, by syllables, by synonyms.
And you take the words a step further, and you always add in a song in each of your.
Yes.
And why is that important? Or tell us the process of adding in the song.
Wait a minute, I'll just take the drum with me, okay? And I'll explain. When I try to imagine, since I'm an actor, you say words and I see pictures. I can hear the rhythm. And Bnei Israel, the rhythm of their wandering in the desert is something like this. On and on, on and on, 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 on. מעבר לנהר נדדנו הנה, עברנו חול מדבר אין סוף אין קץ. מקנה רב, במקום שם חום עולם, גם בלילה האש תלהב. Year after year, decades after decades, 4 decades, still going, still wandering. בעבר לנהר נדדנו הנה, עברנו כל מדבר סוף אין קצר, ועימנו אוהל ומקנה רב, ועימנו אוהל ומקנה רב, במקום שם חום עולם, גם בלילה האש תלהב. And the destiny, the final destiny, is to reach Eretz Israel. And as before 2 portions, the spies says, admit that Israel is Eretz Zavat Chalav Udvash. Eretz Zavat Chalav, 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 Zavat Udvash. Eretz Zavat Chalav, Zavat Chalav. Who knows? Join us. Eretz Zavat Chalav, Chalav Udvash. 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 בעבר לנהר נדדנו הנה, עברנו כל מדבר אין קצר, ועימנו אוהל ומקנה רב, ועימנו אוהל ומקנה רב, במקום שם חום עולם, גם בלילה האש תלהב, האש תלהב, האש תלהב.
Everybody else doesn't have their microphones open yet, although we're going to invite them in a minute. So please get ready, because we would like you to open your cameras and microphones, please. So basically, you take the classic songs and
Yes.
tie it into the Parsha.
I tie it because I try to find the right linkage to the subject of the parasha, not just a song which has no connection to the subject. Always try to connect it to the subject of the parasha.
And so give us a little a view into the book. Can you show us the book a little bit and show us what it looks like and how we can understand it?
This is the book. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah,
Now,
we see it.
all right, and it has each parasha has איך אומרים איור? Drawing, yeah, all right, a drawing. This, for instance, this is Parashat Vayetze. This is Jacob Lederer, and each parasha has his own
drawing.
Yeah.
The illustration. Where are the illustrations from?
Yes, it's illustration, right? And we have a scan, a QR scan, which you tune your telephone camera, and it navigates you to the book, and there you can select the video clip for each parasha. And for each parasha, you have a slot of video. It's in Hebrew. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's in Hebrew.
That's good. People can read it in English and then see it in Hebrew and
Right.
listen to the songs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to invite people to open their cameras and microphones now. Don't open your microphone unless you want to speak, please. But what was the reason that you decided to write the book besides meeting people? What did you want people to learn from the book?
I want to teach myself about my heritage, about my source. I didn't think about the audience. I thought about myself, that to go deep into my heritage, and I believe that if I'll go deep and truly, I could share it with people, and they'll accept it. Because whatever you do, you write, you sing, you act, if it's truth, you can share it with people. It's been accepted by the one who hear it, who see it, who read it.
So again, I'm sending you links, or I'm sending you an invite, please, to open your cameras, open your microphones. Tell us, you can send it in the chat too. I'm still going to be monitoring the chat, but we'd love to see people. It's always nice to see people as well.
Bless
So thank you. This upcoming Parsha is different in Israel than it is in America.
Uh-huh.
But tell us, what song did you add to this coming week's Parsha, or you didn't prepare it yet?
Who? To Balak? To Parashat Balak?
No, Shlach.
Shlach? No. Shlach
No?
was before. Shlach was
Shlach
before.
is in America, though. Which is the one in America now? Maybe I got confused. Somebody tell us what's the one in America this week.
Which?
Nobody's telling us. Okay, so we can pick a different Parsha. That's okay. I'm going to wait for people to tell us.
איזה עוד שירים שרנו על איזה? יש לנו את הללויה שאפשר לעשות. You know what? You know what? If we are talking about the destiny that even Abraham has been heard an inner voice who told him, שלח לך מארצך, ממולדתך, מבית אביך, אל הארץ אשר אראך. אל הארץ, it means Israel, and of course, the center of Israel is Jerusalem. And I would like to sing for you a song which I wrote, the lyric I wrote, and it talking about Jerusalem, and it is a songs. The melody is of course Leonard Cohen, Hallelujah, and let's give it a try. All the nations, everything thinks that he owns Jerusalem, and just God sit from above. עיר בירה, עיר תפילה, עיר קשה ללא חמלה, עיר שהתקווה לא פסקה בה. כהנים ולוויים, יהודים ושאר עמים, אל הכתר טוענים הללויה, הללויה. Hallelujah. You can join me. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. עיר ציון של אשפתו. All the gates. שכם, יפו, עריות, רחמים, פרחים ושערי דמעות. נביאים ותוכחות, חטאים וקורבנות, קטורת דם ואהבות, הללויה, 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 הללויה. אבנים שמספרות, חלומות ונחמות, מלכים ומלכות, הללויה. בריתות ומזימות, משיחים ואשליות, תחנונים ובקשות, הללויה, 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 hallelujah. Just the kids are the innocent. מעמך הזמנים שואלים אל אלוהים, היכן אדון האדונים, הללויה. ונותרנו בודדים ובכל זאת נצחיים לעולמי העולמים, הללויה, 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 הללויה. עיר בירה, עיר תפילה, עיר שהתקווה לא פסקה בה, הללויה.
That was beautiful. I hope people understood the words. It's the words themselves. I mean, you mentioned all the gates to the city,
all
and
the
you also
and all, you know, all the prophets, the fake prophets, the real prophets, and all
prophets.
and what prophets, yeah, and all what I said, that Jewish, Muslim, Christians, every nation sure that they own Jerusalem, and we just in the conflict, we have our own faith, our own belief that we've been promised to live in Jerusalem, because in the Bible, if I'm not mistaken, Jerusalem mentioned 665 times, 665 times in the Bible, and in the Quran, even not one. And so this is the Kushan. This is the Bible. This is how would I say the Kushan, our לא דיפלומה. This is our trust.
Stamp.
This is our stamp. This is for being, living, and admiring Jerusalem.
I don't know the word. Sorry, Kushan, I don't know. So I'll tell you why I was confused with the Parsha.
Kushan is when you buy a house, and when you pay for the house, it gives you the right to say that it is your own home. This is Kushan.
The deed, maybe.
Maybe, yes. I don't know the word in English, but if you say so.
Either. That sounds right. So I apologize. In America, it is Chukat Balak this week. It's both. So that's
yeah.
But when I prepared the questions, it was Shalom. That's why. So I apologize. But they have a double Parsha, so the Balak worked for both of them for this week. Copyright. Oh, somebody's telling us, Mernez is telling us that Kushan is a copyright.
Copyright, right, right. This is the word.
Thank you. We appreciate that. So I was also asked if you could maybe read either Hukat or Balak, a little bit of the Parsha, so that we get a feel for what the book sounds like. Like what?
In English, of course, yes.
That was one of the questions I'm looking.
Yeah, let's see. Numbers Bamidbar, Korach. All right, let's see. Maybe Balak? Parashat Balak is named after the king of Moab, but the central character is Bil'am. Bil'am, the scores, yeah?
Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Sorcerer, yeah.
And as I said, if I have to summarize this master how do you say it again?
Sorcerer?
Sorcerer, yeah. Activity in one word, I would choose the mythological word, as I said before, abracadabra. This word has been used by children over many generations as an imaginary magic word. And it comes from the ancient Aramic, as I said, evra ka'adabra. I create reality through my words. That approach is driven from the biblical story of creation. We talked about it, about the which describes God are creating the entire world throughout speech. Bil'am's power was in his speech and his curses and blessing. So he was invited to Balak to curse the Bnei Israel because he was afraid after they occupied the land of Sichon, and now they're on the border of Moab, and he didn't know how he'll fight them. So he said only by curses. And Balak is son of Tzipor. His name Balak ben Tzipor. He saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites and the Moab, and he was so afraid of these people. Anyway, when Bil'am tried to curse Ibn Israel, instead of cursing, he blessed the Ibn Israel, the most unbelievable, the most beautiful blessing over. But he says, "En am levadad yishkon uvagoyim lo yitchashev," means that Israel will always be by its own. And although all the propaganda that travels around, he will survive forever and ever.
And that's what we have. And then you can do the QR code at the end and get to the song like we just did. And that's what the book sounds like. So if there's anything you want people to walk away with from the book, I know you said you did it for yourself.
Yeah.
But still, when you put out a book there, you want people to get something from it. What do you want people to get from either your vlog or from the book, or
from the book, from the Bible, from the heritage, I want people will be much more friendly, much more familiar with the Bible, much more, and get to know the real mythology, the Jewish mythology. And if one person will break the barrier of between himself and the Bible, I'll be fortunate.
That's beautiful. No, that's actually beautiful. And those were my questions. Is there anything else that you want to say? Is there anybody that has another question before we allow people to go to the next sessions that they have? I don't see any questions. See, we did such a good job explaining everything. Everybody just has to go read the book now, but you have to go to the communities. That's one of the things is part of the book is understanding and immersion in the songs. And as we all just heard, and I think that's one of the things we need to try to do.
And I hope on my book tour, I'll meet you guys wherever you are.
Agreed. There was a point here and I wasn't going to say anything, but because the point was brought up, I'm going to say that there's a semantics to the word mythology, and that's going to have to be a separate conversation. But mythology is a little weighted. So we're going to leave that at the side for now, but it is well noted that there are some semantic issues there, which is more than semantics. But that's something that you'll have to wait for the tour and have the whole discussion there. And when will the tour be? We are being asked.
What did you ask?
Somebody just asked, when will the US tour be?
I have no invitations by now because I'm very busy with the theater here in Tel Aviv. But I believe that around February, March 24, I'll be in the States and I'll start the tour then.
And so 2 quick things. First of all, you'll get an email with the link to order the book, but it's on Amazon. And that was another question. And the question about how do you invite him to your city? Talk to me. We'll have a conversation. We'll get Mati to your city too. So thank you very, very much. Thank you to all who attended. I really think this is a nice coming together and reminding us all to go back and read this Torah portion every week. There's something to that too.
And I'm really excited to be here with you guys. And hopefully we'll meet again and again and again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Have a great day or evening wherever you are.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.